I'm sorry. I don't remember any of it.
You don't remember?
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
And here we go.
It's the comic book bullies.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
It's the comic book bullies.
You will bow down before me!
It's the comic book bullies.
Now I am the master.
It's the comic book bullies. It's the comic book bullies.
Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies. Nurse New Bully, me host Leroy, aka Perfect, with my co-host.
Yeah, this is Eli, aka C3P SpaghettiOs.
Nice. I thought you were gonna say something about, I don't know. Nah, I forgot what I was going to train of thought. You messed me up when you were doing the Super Mario Brothers.
Oh,
It's like, is that Super Mario Brothers level 2? I think it was that. Like, anyway, we're back with the episode. We're just gonna jump into it. We got a whole bunch of stuff. No, we don't have a whole bunch of stuff. Easy breezy show, light show. We're gonna get in, get out after the epic show that we did last week. You know, so this is gonna be easy.
yeah, we should have just took the week off after what we gave you last week.
We should have. I don't know why we didn't. Just easy breathe. But then we would have been like, I would have been bored. How y'all doing? Jake,
Hey,
what's going
Jake.
on?
Then we would have missed Jake.
Exactly. Jake want to talk about it. Don't worry. Eli has that news for you. The Xbox Live presentation. He's going to break it down every single trailer. He is on it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know if he even has an Xbox, but yeah. Anyway, let's get to the due diligence. Let's talk about the good. Well, talk about what we need to talk about. Where is it? I don't have it.
Oh shit! I'm already yawning, dude.
Already. This is gonna be an epic show. And we just jump into it. First, want to say rest in peace to Iron Sheik.
Oh yes.
Yeah, want to talk about Iron Sheik. Like I said, we don't watch too much wrestling. I don't know too much about wrestling, but
I
the
did
little
watch
bit that
Iron Sheik.
the little that I do know about wrestling, I do want to talk about what we know. So yeah, we talk about Iron Sheik. That's what I was looking for. Boom. Rest in peace, Iron Sheik. So, like I said, Iron Sheik is basically an 80s bad guy. Well, in wrestling, they call it heel. He was a heel back then, you know.
Legend. He was a legend.
He was a legend, but you know, you came on TV. He was basically the heavy to go against all the good guys, Hulk Hogan and everywhere else like that. So you would, you know, we were designed to hate him. You know, he teamed up with Nikolai Volkov. Back then. Yeah, they were like tag team parts like that. Funny thing about that, Nikolai Volkov, I think he passed also, is that he was like Serbian or Ukrainian, like whatever he was, he hated the Soviet Union. So he was happy to play like this, you know, Soviet Union bad guy. He like, fuck Russia. I'll do this shit all day and get paid for it, you know. Like I said, some of the stereotypes they did back then was kind of, you know, maybe stereotypical, you know, maybe harmful, but that's what they did back then. If you were a person of color, you gotta, hey, you black, you better break dance while you fighting people. You know.
The junkyard dog.
Junkyard dog. That's just what you did. Coco Beware, you know, all this stuff like that. So, but it's cool. And the funny thing about it, like I said, we always knew he was like this bad guy and everybody hates stuff like that. Comes to find out, like he was like best friends with all those guys back there, like all of them just hung out and stuff like that. Eli, did you watch Young Rock?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
You have to worry about it. It got canceled this week also. So
okay.
But the funny thing is, like I said, if you watch Young Rock, Rock grew up with like Iron Sheik was basically like one of his uncles, you know, like stayed at the house all the time, taught him wrestling, you know, he was like good friends with stuff like that. Like all those guys like basically brought Rock up. So it's pretty cool with that. So
the camel clutch.
That was his move. Camel. I get it now. I get it. Yeah,
you know, casual racism. It was just
it's just hey, we made it
just there, man. It's just there.
It was
and
there.
We just like
it was the 80s.
Yep.
Just let it go. It was the 80s. Don't try to cancel.
We rolled hard back then. It's like shit, camel clutch shit.
Right, that's it. And back then, you know, the funny thing is, kids always put each other in wrestling moves. I've been in camel clutches. I've done camel clutches. I've been in DDTs. I had DDT knock me out Cold.
I've been in a sleep. I put sleepers and I've been put to sleep. I'm a
Right.
sleeper.
So that should tell you something about the way we grew up. But yeah. But yeah, funny thing about it, let's talk about The Rock also. Like I said, he got Young Rock canceled this week. The XFL thing that he started up lost $60 million. He been kicked out of DCU. So there's no question, no wonder why he went back to Vin Diesel, you know, like Thanos, like back to me, you know. So that's that whole thing. And Vin Diesel is inevitable. All right, so what do we got next on this thing?
Good journey, sir.
Good journey to Iron Sheik. Just another thing we just want to say also. Splash Mountain is gone. Rest in peace, Splash Mountain.
Where is Splash
Trails,
Mountain?
Disney World.
That in Florida?
Disney World's in Florida, Disneyland is in California. But shut it down. Yeah.
I went to the one in Florida.
Yeah, so that's Disney World. So they're shutting it down. So
I went to Star Tours though. I went to Star Tours.
The Rock show canceled. Yeah, it's canceled. Made it 3 seasons. Here's the thing. It's actually a good show. Anybody want to watch it, definitely watch it. It's easy breezy. It's on Peacock. Whole thing. Watch it. It's very interesting. Rock led an interesting life. Well, has an interesting life. He's still alive. So yeah. But the reason I want to talk about Splash Mountain, even though I'm pretty sure it got canceled for some economic reasons or maintenance reasons, stuff like that. But most people don't know that Splash Mountain, because you know every Disney ride associated with a Disney movie or Disney thing. Splash Mountain was associated with Song in the South, and I don't think people knew that.
I didn't
know that. Brer Rabbit, all stuff like that. People just was on the ride and this is. So maybe they canceled it because of that, and they just never got around to it before people had found out. But that's where we at. So
this is a racist water slide.
Right. Oh yeah. So that's all I will say about that. So we can move past that. I know what we're gonna do next. We're gonna bring back an old classic. Let's see what you got for me, Eli. What is the #1 movie of the week? We just flying through these topics. Honestly, I don't even know what the #1 week.
I don't know. Is it the Transformer? I know the Transformers came out this week.
Did Transformers come out? Transformers came out. Yeah. Transformers came out. Really? #1 movie of the week. Spider-Man #2, Little Mermaid #3, Guardians #4, Boogie Nights. But yeah, Fast X is already on digital streaming already. I don't know if that's a good sign or bad sign. I don't know. It just is.
That just came out like
it just came out. It's all you can already just buy it on iTunes right now. Like I don't know. It is what it is. Oh, matter of fact, since we got a fast show, I'm gonna just talk about this briefly. I took the family to go see Spider-Verse this weekend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. After they ate all the popcorn, they pulled up the blankets, pulled the recliner back, and it was the best 2 hours of their life. As far as sleeping wise, best 2 hour nap they had. So that's
what'd you take?
My mom, my nephew, my dad was just like, I just came in from work. I'm good. You know, and I pay for everything. I was like, anybody want to come, they can come. So yes, they just was out. And it's funny. Basically, what it is. Now, just see if I can get that Transformer shops on VOD next month. Oh, yeah. That's they all do. But the thing is, what I noticed is that they basically say what they thought about the movie. Too much shit going on. That's what it was. They didn't know what was going on. Didn't know what was happening. Shit just flying all over the screen. But my mom did bring up an interesting thing she didn't like about the movie. Well, not she didn't like about it, but thing that we never brought up. Why is the only black Spider-Man a cartoon? So that's the thing she brought up. I was like, well, that's true. They say they're making a live one, but then you look at the sites who's saying it. It's like, we got this covered and shit. And, you know, giant freaking robots. You're like, can you believe that?
Yeah, and he's in with 1,000 other Spider-Man too. Right,
dinosaurs and turtles and spider monkeys and all this shit like that. So they got everywhere. So I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, they basically said it was too much stuff going on. So here's my thing, Eli. Let's say you're watching a movie and it is a whole bunch of shit going on. You don't really know what the fuck's going on. Like, can you enjoy a movie you don't know what the fuck's going on?
I don't know. Like, it might be visually stunning, but I've done that where like, wow, this looks really cool, but I don't know what's happening, and you're not as invested.
You're not as invested, but you can. I'm not saying you're gonna walk and be like, it's the best movie ever made, even though I don't know what the fuck's going on. You're at least gonna be like, that was cool. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but it was cool. Because I remember watching a bunch of movies growing up that I don't know what the hell was going on, but I thought they were cool. But I guess some people just can't watch movies that they don't know what the hell's going on, you know.
Yeah, like and there has been times where I've done that, where like I don't know what's happening, and where I just kind of check out,
right?
Start, getting on my phone, start doing dishes, fold the laundry and shit.
Yeah, because honestly, I knew they weren't gonna know the hell's going on, but I thought at least like the visuals would kind of catch their attention. But I did notice something about the movie. I don't know if you noticed it. The audio kind of sucked in that movie.
That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, when I went to the IMAX theater, it wasn't that bad. But the theater I was at, the audio kind of sucked. And I think that kind of like took everybody out of it also. Like when you hear like jokes when I was in the IMAX, and people laughing. Jokes with this, like the theater was just like, what do you say? I don't know. so but I
audio in mono,
right?
IMAX or mono,
right? So, but what I'm hearing is that they're actually releasing another version of Spider-Verse with better audio. I think next week. I'm not seeing it again, but that's what I'm hearing. So if anybody hasn't seen it, there you go. So I don't know, and that's why I kind of like bring the family on, because like I said, Eli, we're too close to this shit. We're too online with this shit. Sometimes you got to get a perfect a different perspective. Yeah. Just to see what's going on. So
yeah, because I'll love shit and then take my kids to see it.
What do you mean you don't like Dungeons and Dragons? You know, you gotta get out of your own head sometimes.
Yeah,
so
they're bored and shit. And like,
right.
Why did I blow this money?
Right.
Oh, what happened? Okay, The Thing remake back in 2010, 2011 it was. I was really stoked to see it, even though I was like, it's probably gonna suck. But then I heard, oh, it's a prequel. So I'm kind of stoked to see it. Opening day, 3D. I took my kid and Izzy.
Okay.
You know, from Old Geek Savs, my nephew. Took him.
Mm-hmm.
Late showing. 3D. Bought all the. It was Izzy's birthday. That's why I took him. Fucking bought all the fucking snacks. 3D. Blew like $70.
Yes, is that counting drinks or just tickets?
Yeah, well, 3D
like
late
food
show.
and
Yeah, late showing in 3D plus food. I blew a bunch of money. Halfway through, both them motherfuckers were asleep. I was fucking pissed, and the movie sucked on top of that. So
you can't get too mad at them, you know.
So fuck the Thing remake. You know,
at least you weren't like, so you at least you thought the movie sucked too. I was in Spider-Verse just laughing at jokes by myself, like that was funny. Everybody's looking at me like, what? Oh, never mind. So yeah, but that's the thing. All right, so like I said, we're gonna keep it moving. Eli, let me ask you this. Like I said, number one movie of the week. Did you see the number one movie of the week?
No,
I didn't either. So there you go. So
I heard about it. I heard
I didn't even hear about it. Honestly, I think I only heard about it from one person, and that's the person we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about our guy on the street. We have a guy on the street. Because I told him when I saw the review, we're going to put his review up, and we're going to use his review as our review. Because he's seen it, we didn't see it. Or he may not even seen it. He just may have just said it sucked and just been done with it. I don't know. We're just going to go with it. We can talk about Cliff, the Living Tribunal. That's what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Eli, I was trying to find that screenshot where he posted the fish meat or fish fried or some shit like that. He had I can't remember what episode it was. If I can find it, I'll screenshot it. It's long ago.
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been a while. I'm gonna find that video where he did that. So yeah, man, that might have been like a Skype thing. I think I remember. Yeah, that was back when we were doing Skype. But that was a while ago. But like I said, the review that Cliff gave us, what is review? I'm gonna read it word by word. I don't want to have Cliff out of context. So shout out to Cliff. He may be listening, may not be listening. But anyway, he said Transformers, whatever the movie name is,
Beast Wars or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 2.5 out of 5. If it wasn't for Prime, a F. So there you go. That's the video. That's all I got. That's all the reference I got on it. Honestly, I don't really give a shit about Beast Wars or Wars of the Beasts. Whatever the shit was back in the 2000s when I was like, that's the dumbest looking cartoon ever. Other people liked it. I thought it sucked. That's just me. So if you can make a movie out about the cartoon that I thought sucked, I'm like, I'm out. So
I heard there's an after credits scene though. That was
I imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big reveal though. Can you handle it? Can you handle this spoiler? This might break the internet, man.
Shia LaBeouf shows back up. What? I don't know.
No, G.I. Joe.
Okay,
they're gonna have a G.I. Joe crossover with Transformers. I
mean, which G.I. Joe was it? Channing Tatum showed up, or like one of the good G.I. Joes?
I don't know. I didn't see the movie.
Marlon Wayne. Oh yeah, I'm asking you. Like you, I'm thinking you Gomer. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's G.I. Joe, but I mean, you know, we're gonna have Snake Eyes driving Optimus Prime.
You know what? I'll go see that. Yeah,
I would.
I will go see that. Yeah.
You know, and then eventually this just leaves the Fast and the Furious and Transformers and
different
and
things. Paramount, Universal can't happen. I know everybody wants to happen, can't happen.
or whatever. But
yeah.
there's a comic right there.
All right, can we please stop?
They
acting
hijack. The family hijacks Prime. They think they're gonna.
They didn't know it was Prime, and they turned into a robot.
They think they're opening up a
Diesel
trailer
fight.
full of DVD players, and it turns out to be
they fight. Vin Diesel and Optimus Prime tie. They realize they're on the same side, so they go to space. Well, they go back in time.
There you go.
They can do anything.
That's how they save Han. That's how they.
Exactly, because he died like 4 movies ago. So he was really in a Transformer at the time. He scooped them out when it blew up. So Han is a Transformer. How about that?
Sonny Chiba was a Transformer.
Right, he was a Transformer. That's what he just transformed right there. Vin Diesel hops into Han and they ride off and go right back. Probably not a G-rated movie, but what do we got? So that's all we got with Transformers. Like I said, didn't see it, don't care to see it. But if they make a G.I. Joe movie with Transformers, I'll see it. But depending on who's in it. Channing Tatum's in it again. I'm out. Give me a good one.
I thought he died.
Everybody dies in these movies. How many times Optimus Prime died? Optimus Prime died every time in these movies.
Was The Rock in the first one?
No, he was in the second one.
Yeah, so that's why The Rock was. That Rock. I bet you The Rock is going to be in this next one. But that's why
he will find a way to be in these franchises.
Because he was
because he's losing money left and right. He got to be in something.
Yeah, he was Roadblock. So
he was Roadblock. So now, can we please stop pretending that the last G.I. Joe movie wasn't good? That was a good movie.
Which one? The Snake Eyes one?
No, not that one. The one before that one.
The one with RZA as the blind.
Yes, I like that movie, man. I like that movie. Everybody shit on that movie. Like people, you know what? People, because it's popular opinions, just shit on anything. Just got the name. No, that was a good Transformer movie. You had Bruce Willis as G.I. Joe, like the actual G.I. Joe. That Snake Eyes whole scene.
Oh
with
RZA
on
the mountain and shit.
On the mountain, whenever like that shit was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I saw that shit in 3D. I was like, hell yeah. So
yeah.
Now the first one sucked. I give you that one, but now give that second one some credit. Give that second one its due.
Yeah,
Storm Shadow was awesome in that.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I can't remember the name of it.
Cool.
But
I did not mind the second one.
Yeah, people just like to shit on things just because they like to shit on because it's popular to shit on things.
That Snake Eyes movie sucked though.
That Snake Eyes movie sucked. We're completely in agreement on that one. I saw that one on Paramount Plus. I was like, this ain't the move. No,
I bought it. And
why? Why? Oh, because it's ninjas.
I wanted to see it.
It's ninjas. Ninjas. They got you. Yeah.
It was ninjas. It was the pandemic. Ooh, they're throwing this movie on streaming already. Ooh, I'm gonna buy it.
But I can't remember because I saw the movie after your review of it, and I kept thinking about your review, but I couldn't get it in my head. I was like, damn, they really fucked up a ninja movie. How do you fuck up a ninja movie? But they did it. Yeah. They found a way.
Yeah, they fucked that up. Yeah.
All right.
I hear this new Transformers movies has a cool soundtrack. It's all 90s hip hop.
Oh, it's all 90s stuff like that, So, it made money. They'll keep making crazy movies. It'll be worldwide stuff like that. That's the thing. People don't like the Transformers movies. They don't like Fast and Furious movies. They complain about them. The reason they keep making them, not for you. They make them for overseas. These movies are insane overseas. Everybody loves them. So that's why they make them. So, yeah. What do we got next? Oh, we're just breezing through it. Oh, you're up. I'm gonna let you go and talk about Ashoka.
Oregano. Okay, yeah, they dropped a new Ashoka trailer for the Ashoka TV show that's coming out in the summer. Mm-hmm. And it looks cool. I'm actually excited for the show. We're seeing characters from the Rebels show on here. We're seeing Sabine, the Mandalorian chick. We're seeing Ezra, the one of the last Jedis. During the Clone. Well, this takes place after the Clone Wars. But Rebels is a very great show. Rebels is awesome. If you haven't watched Rebels, it's great. Yeah, I fully back the Clone Wars and the Rebels series. That's some of the best Star Wars storytelling you're ever going to see. And I'm excited to see these characters in the Ashoka show. And I've been wondering, when does I know the Mandalorian takes place after Return of the Jedi, but how long after? Because I'm trying to
It's some time. It's some time. for some reason, I thought you broke this down for me, but somebody in my job broke this down for me.
Yeah, I'm
like,
not sure how long, like 5 years after Return of the Jedi, because I'm trying to think.
Yeah, it's
Rebels,
5 years after Return of the Jedi, but like the season of Mandalorian, like how long it takes place over years.
Yeah, so I'm trying to pinpoint where this takes place because
I'm hearing that he was like Baby Yoda was with Luke for years.
Yeah, and Rebels takes place right before A New Hope.
Yeah. Baby Yoda in the new show.
Probably, I'm sure. That's
they will find a way. Yeah,
that's how they get people who don't like Star Wars to watch this shit.
The Baby Yoda show starring Ashoka.
But no, I think I'm pretty sure Rebels takes place right before A New Hope, and I think the original trilogy is like a 5-year to 10-year span, something like that.
I never thought about that
That
timeline. That somebody, it's online somewhere.
Yeah, the New Galactic Civil War, which they would call, after the Battle of Yavin, which would be A New Hope to Return
because
of the Jedi.
even from A New Hope to Empire, there was some time in between.
It was
then,
a couple
like
years.
A lot of time. Yeah,
it was a couple years at least, and it was a couple years between Return of the Jedi and Empire. So that means Han Solo was in Carbonite for years.
Right, it just took him down for years.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I should know this because I'm a Star Wars geek.
Yeah, I mean you're a guy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pinpoint how old would the Rebels characters be, because they're like teenage. Like I know Ezra is like a teenager. He's like 15, 16.
I mean, Fat T.
Oh,
what do
Fat
you do?
T's in the house. Okay, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. No, I don't want to know that. Fuck it, we'll say 5 years.
Yeah, let's round up. Yeah,
Ezra's probably in his 20s by then. Sabine, same thing. Sabine was a little bit older than Ezra. She might have been in like her early 20s or late teens. So yeah. So I think if it takes place during the Mando series, the Mando timeline, because remember in the second season of The Mandalorian, Ahsoka names Thrawn. So Thrawn is supposed to be in this timeline. So I'm thinking they're probably adults, So Ezra's probably in his 20s, maybe.
I mean, if they are older actors, I'm pretty sure people won't flip out. Eli.
They are flipping out.
It's not canon.
They're bitching about Hera. Hera, the Twi'lek pilot from Rebels, played by what's her name? Ramona Flowers, or
oh yeah, she is in this. Yeah,
Huntress. That she played Huntress. I forget her name. But she's actually married to Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But she's playing Hera, and they're bitching about her makeup. Like, she's fucking green. What do you bitch? Yeah. Sometimes I hate Star Wars fans too.
The internet will find a way to bitch about everything. They will find
bitched about that doesn't look like the cartoon. Like what do you want her to have? Just big giant anime eyes? Like
right. And if they had that, didn't they complain about that?
Like, have you seen how Count Dooku looks in the Clone Wars?
Right, completely different. They just redesigned them. So yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for the Ahsoka series. It looks like it's just going to be a continuation of the Rebels show, because Ahsoka does make appearances on Rebels. And Rebels is awesome. Rebels is an awesome show. But, I don't know for everybody who has Disney Plus, if you go into the Star Wars hub, they break down like different characters. Like, and they have an Ahsoka, like the best Ahsoka's arcs. And it'll take you through the key episodes of the Clone Wars, of Rebels, when she appears on Mando and stuff. And they do that for like Vader, Obi-Wan, like key episodes. So you don't have to sit through 7 seasons of the Clone Wars. Or
that's
4 seasons. Yeah. 4 seasons of Rebels, I think it was. It was like 3 or 4 seasons. Great shows, but if you just want a quick, a Cliff's Notes version, you can just do, the key episodes, and that'll catch you up with this series. But yeah, Rebels is a great show, though. I do endorse it. I say, yeah, Clone Wars is awesome too. So, and I'm actually stoked for this show. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Next one, just a quick one in, get out. Captain America movie, Captain America 4, did announce their new title. So at first it was called, they had one title, then they got a new one. Do I have the
New
thing? I don't
World
have the
Order.
thing.
I remember it was New World Order.
It was New World Order. It's no longer New World Order. It is now Brave New World. So now I got in trouble in the group, Eli, because I said a Brave New World sucked.
You didn't like something?
Yeah, I didn't like something.
You
so
gave your honest opinion, and now everyone hates you.
That's what happens today. I expect it. It is what it is. We just gonna go for that. So yeah. So I said a Brave New World sucked, and Gomer was like, "How dare you talk about a Brave New World? That is the greatest title ever, from the greatest book ever, from the greatest author ever." And then he just went to start quoting everything from the book. I'm like, it still sucks, man. The title sucks. What you think? They actually gonna take from that book whatever happened? I know in that book, I know Harrison Ford didn't become Red Hulk in that book. I know that. So whatever the book is about, this movie's gonna be about something different. So
that's the name of an Iron Maiden album. I do know.
There you go. And I'm not saying Iron Maiden sucks. I'm not saying the book sucks. I'm just saying the title sucks. The title of the Iron Maiden album sucked. That's all I said. But everyone will be mad at me for saying that. I'm just saying I like a New World Order better, but I'm saying I know they can't do New World Order because it's controversial. You know what? Somebody said it's anti-Semitic. I'm like, what? I'm like, even saying it's anti-Semitic makes it sound anti-Semitic. It's just, But my reason I want to see New World Order because it puts me in the mind frame of the New World Order.
Yeah, the NW.
The NWO, too sweet for life. That's what I want to see.
Or the Ministry. Ministry had an album, or was it a song or an album? No, it was a song. NWO Ministry.
Okay.
Cool
well,
song.
The first run of Grant Morrison's Justice League run was called New World Order. So get mad at him for that.
Maybe James Gunn nope, that's the title of our movie.
He like, So that's all I say about it. Like I said, suck title. I like the old title better, but whatever. So that's all I gotta say about that. Can we move on to the next part of the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to the meat part of it. This is actually the thumbnail we're going to read. I know people are mad about why we're talking about this bullshit. I want to talk about the good stuff we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. I've been talking about this for the last 3 weeks, a month, saying I'm going to review this damn game, talk about this damn game, and never got around to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it right now. Hold on, look what we got.
Oh, Jesus built my hot rod. Ministry. Ding a ding dang my lang along ling long. That's a Ministry song.
Is that English? What the fuck?
He's doing a Ministry. Man,
okay.
Yo, Fat T, these motherfuckers don't know that shit. You're going too deep. You're losing them, son. You're losing them.
Right. Did he do Am with Jay-Z or something? I mean, then I know him, So.
Show them how we get down. Radio. Suckers never play me.
Let's see. Last probably so, Jacob. Talk about last 2 months. So we're gonna talk about this game. And what I thought about, like I said, I actually bought it. I bought the deluxe edition. It was $120, had a $20 coupon, so I only paid $100 for it. Yeah. What did the deluxe edition does that the regular version do? I don't know. I just know it does more stuff. So give me more stuff. That way I ain't got to pay for this more stuff later on.
Blanca's wearing a thong or some shit.
Probably. I mean, hey, give me Blanca thong now so I ain't got to pay for Blanca thong, 6 months later. I watched stream too. Fat T was on the stream. I'm going to talk about you watching my stream on there also. So we're going to talk about Street Fighter 6. I can't find the thing. Where's the thing? Anyway, what do I talk about this game? So I talk about it. I played the game. Fat T saw me play the game. I know Fat T wanted me to get it in. He wanted me to get in some matches, stuff like that. I'm sorry. All I did was just do the same dumbass combo for like an hour straight. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. We don't want to do that. We want to do this. There we go. Okay. So he wanted me to get in some matches, get some matches in. All I did was just the same dumbass combo overlay. So I didn't actually play like I wanted to, because that's what you do. You don't, like when you're learning a dance, you don't just jump to the dance and start doing it. You learn to dance first. Now, I know I probably shouldn't stream my practice runs and stuff like that and what I'm doing, but fuck it. I just want to just see what matches look like. So what do I think about the game? A lot of people are reviewing this game like IGN and GameStar. All they talking about is how all the shit they got in this game. They got this open world RPG mode and you can customize your character like that. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. All I care about is the actual gameplay, fighting, mechanics. That's what I'm here for. That's all I care about. I may play all that other goofy shit later on, but that's cool. Now understand why it's there. Because of Mortal Kombat. That's why it's there. Mortal Kombat has all the goofy shit. It's got kart racing. It's got bowling. Mortal Kombat has actually a competent story. I give Mortal Kombat credit for their story. Street Fighter story sucks. Eli will prove that later on, but we're not gonna go there. And I'm just straight up with it. It's just a shit story. I don't care about anything in the story what's going on. I just care about the fighting mechanics on now. The fighting mechanics on this game versus the last game. Everybody said Street Fighter 6 is so much better than Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5 sucked. There's nothing like that. I'm going to defend Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5 was actually a great game eventually. Now, when the game first started off, I will say this about Street Fighter 5. It is, out of all the Street Fighter games, I played all of them multiple times for several hours, it is the most fundamentally based, technical, most balanced Street Fighter game that ever been made. Now, I haven't gotten deep into 6 yet, but as far as like what we have right now, 5 is the most balanced, well-made, technical game that they've made in the series. However, it's boring because that's the problem with it. When you make a game too technical, too balanced, too all this stuff like that, you take all the fun out of it. You can't get nuts. You can't get wild with it. Sometimes you want to get wild with a game. Sometimes you want to go Marvel's Capcom where you want to hit a dude with a hit 20 hit combo and he just put the stick down and just die. Sometimes you want to do some shit like that. But if you're playing like a competitive mode like that, you can't really get away with stuff like that. So Street Fighter 5 trying to be so competitive, it wasn't fun. Street Fighter 6, on the other hand, is fun. They put all the fun back in the game. All the crazy shit that you want to do in 5 that you can't do, you can do it in 6. It's there. So if I want to do this combo that I think I should do, I can do that combo. If I can't do the combo, and you know, it lets you get into it. It's artistry in it. It's interpretation to it. The same people at high levels won't play the same. They have different play styles with them. That's what I like about it. Where 5, when you at a certain level, at the high level, everybody kind of played the same. So it wasn't fun doing that. And just the personality of the players on the game is pretty fun too. Now, the one thing I do like is that they want you to play with the newer characters. They don't want you to play with these old motherfuckers. When you look at the old motherfuckers, they look old. Ken and Ryu, they look like old as fuck. So when they know if you're not playing these guys since 1992, they're like, please pick somebody else. Look how rough they look. So they want you to pick the new, sexier characters, you know, which is cool. I'm cool with that. Who we got here? Why does Ryu look like King Leonidas? It's a glow up. It's a glow up. You got to give him a glow up on it. He can't look the same like he did in 1992. You know, even though all the chicks look the same, Cammy and Chun-Li look the same, but that's cool. I do like the deal with Ken. That Ken, like in the early games, you know, he had that dragon punch where it had the fire on it. Now his punch no longer has fire on it because he's old. So he has to get a running start to get fire on it, which I think is pretty cool. It's like personality changes they have in there. So I kind of like that. So there's like so much in the game where you can like play around with it. And hold on, what we got? Who's your main leader? Who's my main? I don't have a main as of right now. But like I said, I've been playing for like 2 days, just like the academy. So I've kind of everybody. Eventually, I'm going to sell onto a main. And when I get to a main, that's my guy. I'm going to run with it. Normally, I main Zangief on these games. So once I get the Zangief, I'm gonna see how he is in the game. I'm hearing he's a beast on this.
Zangief's fun.
Yeah. Once you learn how to play with him, it's over.
Sagat, I always like Sagat.
Sagat, and Sagat was an issue on Street Fighter 5 because on Street Fighter 4, Sagat was the most broken Street Fighter character of all time. Like nobody could beat him. He was so broken, so overpowered, it was ridiculous. And in 5, they toned him down. I'm like, why can't I do the same shit that I could do in the other game? You know,
I recently, like a couple months back, I was unpacking shit and I found my little mini Sega system. I started I beat Sonic and I was playing Shinobi and I started playing Street Fighter 2.
Oh, the Champion Edition, yeah.
And I beat it with the three buttons where you had to press start to go from punches to kicks.
That was, yeah, I remember that one.
Pain in the fucking ass.
It's a pain in the fucking ass. I remember. Yeah,
but I beat it. I did beat it.
Now they did sell the six button controller,
which I had back in the day.
Yeah.
I had like an actual joystick that I actually had one for my Sega system. But yeah, this is I did beat Street Fighter. Yeah, what's his name? Vega.
Yeah, crawling on the walls and
Fuck
then
that guy. And fuck M. Bison. M. Bison was.
Oh, he would just like all across the screen, just put it all across the screen.
Yeah.
You can't do shit. Even if you block it, it takes like half your life. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a pain in the ass. But I did manage to beat it. I did beat it with the 3 buttons.
It's a pain in the ass, but you finally got to it. So that's the thing I like about Street Fighter 6. That also just graphically wise, it's improved itself from the last 2 games. Like it's visually distinctive. That's the problem, because a lot of people don't even know Street Fighter even still like they still make these games. Like people know Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat like sells across the board. Smash Brothers, if you count it as a fighting game, that sells across the board. I hate it, but it's there.
Tekken.
You know, Tekken is gonna be Tekken. You know, but it's just funny like. Mortal Kombat sell all these copies, like everybody buys Mortal Kombat left and right. When you go like to the fighting game tournaments that actually where people like play these games for money, stuff like that, you don't see Mortal Kombat there. You see the Street Fighter games, the games that people don't know about. You see Street Fighter there. People take this shit super seriously, play all the time with it, break the game down, find frame data and all this shit like that. That's what they do these games for.
Man.
So,
I remember trying to learn a combo on. I think it was Marvel versus Capcom or something. I was trying to learn a combo, and just the guy was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, and see
frame rates and like, what the fuck is that?
Data and all this.
Tell me A, B, B. Like, can you just tell me the buttons?
No, remember those strategy guides, Prima guides, and all the shit like that.
Tips and tricks and shit.
Yeah, remember tips and tricks. Okay, so I bought one for Street Fighter 3. That book was this thick because it was breaking down frame data and all this shit like that. And okay, you take 2 steps back in 2 spaces. You do this move +2 and minus frame. I'm like, what the fuck? You gotta be damn near scientist to understand all this shit, you know, but it's there, you know, if you want to take it there. But like I said, when you want to play like a fighting game like Mortal Kombat, even though Mortal Kombat has that shit, nobody plays Mortal Kombat worried about that shit. They just want to just rip a dude's nuts off and throw it in his face,
and
you know.
Eat him.
Yeah. Wow, you know, that's what you
like
want.
Kobayashi.
Nobody's playing Mortal Kombat like, okay, how much frame data to rip this guy's nuts off? You know, you don't worry about that shit, you know. So
we just want to play as Leatherface.
Exactly, that's it. You know,
Freddy Krueger versus Jason. There you go.
Right. Even if you did play this shit, where's my B&B combo? You got what the fuck is that?
Ninja Turtles versus Predator.
Yeah, with Rambo and shit like that. You just want to get into it. You know, that's it. But I do think that Street Fighter has adapted to to modern day times, because they've been in the past where they just cater to a certain audience, certain crowd. But now they have it where simple controls now. You just said that you played Street Fighter 2 with 3 buttons. And we all know that Street Fighter 2 or any Street Fighter game with 3 buttons is a pain in the ass. But not anymore. They have modern controls on this game. They have it where you can play with 4 buttons, 3 buttons, stuff like that. And it's simple. It's modernized now. But if you're an old fuck like me and you want to play 6 buttons, they have that control also, like for instance.
Oh, you're going to bring up the... look at that.
Yeah,
something like that.
Marquez said, yeah. So if I want to get in with that 6 buttons, I can do it. I ain't got to worry about that.
I thought you were going to bring up your old Gordon Gartrell control.
I think oh no, that bullshit. I threw that shit away. I really did.
Well, it sounded like it was hollow. It sounded like it was garbage anyway.
Yeah, it was. It was nothing in it. I'm like knocking or something like that. So it was cheap as fuck anyway. So yeah.
You just cracked it open. There was candy in it.
Right. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? I mean, that's what you get for a $5 controller. That's what you get. So like I said, just a little bit of it. I've been just breaking down combos. Damn it, I had I was gonna do it. So I was gonna show a combo video. Didn't have it in time right now. Not gonna worry about it. Maybe I'll do it later. Anyway, I'm gonna just give a score on this game right now. Like I said, I played every Street Fighter. Just the little bit I played, maybe I might have control on it. As far as like fighting games, 5 out of 5. I'm gonna just put it there. Like, if you're looking for a fighting game, you don't have to be me. And I'm not even saying I'm the best motherfucker at Street Fighter. No, there are plenty of people that can beat my ass. I'm pretty sure there are people that will click on this podcast right now that have beaten my ass, hearing me talking about Street Fighter. Like, What the fuck is he talking about? I can whoop his ass. But guess what?
You don't
Anybody can
even
whoop
know
my ass.
frame rates. Fuck
Right.
that guy.
You don't know frame rates. First off, I didn't know that they changed the frame rate in the update, asshole. So that's why you beat me. But anyway, just so you can beat me, I know people that can beat you. So anybody talking shit, shut the fuck up.
He can only do 20 combo hits.
Right. Filthy casual. You know?
Yeah.
Best game of the year. For me, yeah. Well, Spider-Man's not out yet. Starfield's not out yet. But for me, yeah, it's the best game out. Like I said, if you want to get some money, but like I said, I'm not into that goofy RPG open world shit. But Street Fighter has it, and people are loving that. So if you want to get into it, that's it. Because you can actually like upgrade your character that you made with Street Fighter moves. You can like buy a Dragon Punch or buy electricity from Blanca and shit like that, and you make your own guy and just fight people in the street, you know. So if you want to do that, it's there for you. But if you want to get into it, turning shit like that, this game to me plays much better than 5 and 4. Everybody love 4. This game is better than 4. Sorry, it is. You know,
I was eyeing it on Xbox.
Yeah.
That and Diablo. I'm like, damn. That's
That and
fun too.
Diablo. I never played a Diablo game before, but it piques my interest. You know, especially when Whoopi Goldberg ripped that game apart. She was like, "Fuck you!" For that. Like Whoopi Goldberg. Like,
Yeah. What,
okay.
what happened with that? I heard something about like she played it or she does.
No.
play
The
it.
reason Whoopi Goldberg ripped that game apart because it's not on Mac. She wants to play it on Mac.
Oh, okay.
On an Apple, on a MacBook, yeah. Because
Oh.
I guess Diablo, like back in the day, used to be on Mac. Because every game used to be on Mac back in the day, like Doom and shit back in the 90s. That's where you play the games at. So now she wants to play on a Mac, and she can't play Diablo Mac because now you don't really game on people don't game on Macs anymore, you know. So like Whoopi, get with the times, man. Get you build a PC like everybody else does.
No, but Diablo, I did. Yeah, Diablo 3 was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it is an open world like action RPG, but you can hack. It's like an action game. You can actually slice up motherfuckers, like depending on your character.
Do you remember Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Yes, it's kind of like that.
It's kind of like that. Okay,
Kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
Only
Okay.
you're with Dungeons and Dragons shit. You can be a barbarian or a wizard or a demon slayer. You can all that D&D choosing the class of character shit, and then you upgrade your character. You get weapons and your mana and different gauntlets that give. Yeah, it's all it's again. I probably don't have the time to do that as like I used to. That's why I was like, do I want to blow $60 or whatever on something I'm not going to touch that much?
But some people were telling me that Diablo is kind of like I said, from what I've been hearing, like you can just go into a dungeon, clear dungeon out, move to the next dungeon, clear the dungeon out. Like it's kind of like a get in, get out type game.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
But the game goes on forever. It's just long. Yeah, you do upgrade your characters. You can go back into certain levels and get your character built up. Get more experience, all that stuff. Power them up and unlock more shit.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. Me and my kid played it. And we were actually talking because he's got an Xbox. I was like, "Yo, new Diablo. You get it, I'll get it." And we're like, But then he's also working and going to school right now. So he's like,
Right,
I don't
so
know if I have time to do that shit, but like, let me know. But then I was also eyeing the new Street Fighter. I'm like,
Well, they dropped at the same time. Yeah.
Mike,
I do like that Diablo dropped on 6/6.
Oh,
so I'm like interested. Yeah, Juice. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but you said you're not into fantasy shit.
I'm not into fantasy shit, but those looter dungeon crawlers type shit, I think I can fuck with that.
Yeah.
So
you don't have to be a swordsman. I think the Demon Slayer shoots like powers.
Yeah.
They
so
have
I'm probably gonna
magic
check
shit,
I'm gonna check a stream out and see what I think about that. So yeah. So, but as of right now, for me, Street Fighter 6 game of the year. Because this thing, the reason I took so long for me to review Street Fighter 6, Eli, because I love Street Fighter 5 so much, and I was scared that I was going to be let down by 6.
That came out like a long time, like I think
like 2015 or some shit like
when
that. Yeah.
when we were doing that shit with Ogar with Eric.
Yeah, I reviewed it then. Yeah,
you were talking about it back then,
right? Like when it first came out. Yeah,
like when we first met.
Right. Let me talk about Street Fighter. Fuck these comics. Let me talk about this shit. You both suck at Street Fighter 6.
White 23 or Yike?
You probably would. You probably would.
I haven't even played it yet.
You probably would. Like I said, I've got my ass whooped.
You can't beat me on Street Fighter 2 with the 3 buttons, though. You can't do that shit.
Motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, shit. Watch you get online and jump on it and beat your ass.
Yeah, sorry, my little mini Sega don't hook up to the internet, so it'll never happen.
I'll beat you in that shit too. Like I said, you probably would, because like I said, I have been playing Street Fighter before, just going about my business. People like, hey, let me hop onto the game. I jump on the game and they wipe the floor with my ass. Like I said, I've been beat plenty of times. You know the worst.
Yeah. Jumping online, motherfucker just stands on the other
I would say the worst ass whooping I ever got on Street Fighter was at a local tournament. By some Mexicans. So they were from Mexico. They were from Texas, so I know they were Mexican. It was like a bunch of them. He got Dawson, beat the fuck out of me. He beat me so fast with Dawson. I didn't even know what he did. I was like, how am I beat so fast? And then he was just laughing with his buddy, joking about me, how bad I suck in Spanish to each other. And they were just laughing. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember beating or like motherfuckers getting mad at me at Tekken. For grabbing, doing holds and shit.
You're right.
Oh, you holding?
You cheating bastard.
Well, the fuck, man. That's what happens in the street fight too. Like,
you're right.
I get a hold of you.
You want me to wait till you're ready? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you punch me. Like,
get a free lick back. Like, nah, we doing that shit. So yeah. All right. So I think we talked enough about Street Fighter 6. Like I said, highly recommend it. I'm gonna be on this game. I'm going to be honest with you, Eli. I'm going to delete Street Fighter 5 off my hard drive. I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to press that button. Boom. It's so hard to say goodbye, but got to do it.
All those hours learning all those combos.
All those combos. And that's the thing. Like, now I got to relearn combos because they have different combos. They're like, oh, shit. It's like this, but it's not like that. Ugh. Okay.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. Got to do it. Got to unlearn what you have learned. All right, see, move on to the next part of the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, this is Comic Book Bullies, where we talk about comic books, and we're gonna jump into it. Eli, I'm gonna let you go first and see what you got from there.
Me? I barely read anything.
Oh well.
I don't even have anything ready. I thought you were gonna like give us the 2-hour stream on.
Just those Street Fighters.
I'll do Daredevil number 12.
Daredevil number 12. Let's see.
Yeah. All right. Oh shit! I don't even have the window up yet. Okay, here we go. So is this the penultimate, second to the last issue in Chip Zdarsky's run, Daredevil run?
Does he still have superpowers?
I believe so. I don't know. But at this point, because all that shit the shit blew up, and we're dealing with the aftermath of that. With the Punisher and the hand and the fist, and so
foot.
Yeah, but basically,
Finger.
The dick.
Don't be part of that ninja clan.
The Dick Clan, yeah. But yeah, like who were they? The Stromwinds. I don't know if you've been reading those corporate guys that like were in, owning everything and owned.
They were in that Kingpin crossover. They put him in mayor and they were going to make him president.
Yes, the this Illuminati, not the Marvel Illuminati, but like a secret, rich people, organization.
Cabal. Well, not cabal, because they got a cabal too. So
yeah, Eyes Wide Shut sex party motherfuckers. Those guys.
Right.
Anyways. Daredevil, convinced them to last issue he basically said, I surrender, and then beat the shit out of him. It was great. And then got them to release all the prisoners and all that shit. Remember, he broke all those supervillains out and formed an army.
Didn't he whoop Spider-Man's ass and some shit? That's how we do some weird shit. We're gonna he ain't supposed to, he's not on that level. How the fuck he doing this? So.
Yeah, Avengers versus the Ninja Clan.
Yeah.
Issues that came out a couple months ago. Anyways, so now this issue is all full of this religious shit. He's talking about God and his religion and all that. and that how he still got one last mission, and that's to beat the devil. And so Elektra tries to talk him out of doing that, but they end up fighting, and she ends up killing him and sending him to hell, where he's going to be God's soldier and beat Mephisto, I guess. And that's where it ended.
But didn't Ghost Rider kick Mephisto out of hell? Now he's running, or was that in my past? On my,
that happened too.
That's an old storyline. Okay,
but is that the?
that might be a thing they've done with that. Yeah,
that's a Ghost Rider book. In the Ghost Rider series, the whole country is like a hellish wasteland.
Yeah, some shit
full
like
of demons and shit. I don't know where but yeah. So this was all right. But the fight between Elektra and Daredevil was really cool. As you can see, it looks all like a samurai movie and shit. And of course they go. They go. They're beating each other's ass, and they're going through all the times that they kicked each other or they fought each other and their relationship and all.
Did they do the samurai run like in Ninja Scroll, where they like rip past trees and shit? Okay,
pretty much, yeah. It was okay. I'll give this a 3 out of 5. You can tell he's wrapping it up, and Daredevil's going to go kick the devil's ass next issue.
Nice.
So yeah, it's all right. 3 out of 5.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, first book I'm going to do is Flash 800. I have not been keeping up with Flash at all. Yeah, but it's 800 issues, so it's like, why not? Let me see what Flash has been up to. Plus, this book is actually about Wally West, not even about Barry Allen. So Barry Allen's still around, but it's really Wally West is the one out here like doing all the crazy shit. So yeah, so it's about him. That's what we're talking about. And we're gonna go from there. So, and it really is not even in continuation. It's like it's pretty much 4 standalone stories. So if you ever keep up with the Flash, it actually doesn't even matter. These are just like standalone stories you can just pick up and just read and that's it. Kind of like that Action Comics 1000 with Superman, which is a bunch of just one-shot stories. That's what this is. So I'm just gonna do two stories, the first 2 stories, and then just go from there. That's it. So, I fucked up. I meant to do this. I didn't do it. There we go. I meant to do that. All right. So we're gonna start with the first 2 stories. So first thing, and they advertised for the Flash movie.
Flash movie coming out.
Got a Flash coming out soon. And yeah, so basically we got these criminal supervillains. If they're known supervillains or they're just random dudes, I don't know. They're just supervillains. They're just hanging out and they're playing poker, And this one dude is just this new dude is there. They basically having a conversation about what's the best city to rob, And basically, one dude is like, man, you can go to Gotham. I mean, because so much crazy shit happening in Gotham, you can get away with a lot of shit. But if you get caught, you're gonna be in trash for 6 months. Well, what about Metropolis? Like, it's true. Metropolis is not even Superman's not even the biggest problem with Metropolis. The problem is anytime crazy shit happens on the planet, Metropolis is the first people to get hit. They get shrunk. They get attacked by aliens. They get attacked by robots. So it's always some wild shit happening in Metropolis. You don't know what might happen there. They're like, maybe the best place to go to Coast City where the Green Lanterns because they always in space anyway. So you can just rob that place blind, or go where Blue Beetle's at. He sucks anyway. Who the fuck he and the dude is just like, well, what about Central City? I heard Central City go there. They're like, Central City? No, do not take your ass to Central City. That is the worst place to go, Central City. You're like, how's that? Like, I'm gonna tell you a story about the Joker. The Joker went to Central City one time and he was gonna basically put Joker gas all over the city, like his first time going there. Flash showed up in no time, like after the gas had already been put out there, did a tornado, put the gas up in space, and tornado Joker all the way back to Gotham. And Joker never brought his ass back there again. And then and that time with Condiment King. So yes, Flash fought Condiment King. Where Condiment King robbed the Central City Bank, and he just like, let us catch up to the scenario. I'm robbing this bank of all this cheese, and before he can finish the sentence, Flash put him in the Sahara Desert. So that's the Condiment King. So he's like, come on, man. And then it said it's even worse with his kids. His kids just as strong as he is, and they'll beat your ass too, And then that's just one Flash. We're not talking about the other Flash. We got the old Flash. We got the young Flash. We got his other sidekicks. Like the whole city is nothing but speedsters. You go there, you're gonna get fucked up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you another story. What about the most powerful wizard in DC named Mordru, who fought the Justice Society and Just League at the same time and beat them? But he came to Central City, and he was just walking the city and saw this kid stick his tongue out at him, and he got upset, so he stole the kid's lollipop. So as soon as he did that, Flash looked at him like, and right when Flash was about to get him, he teleported out of there. Like, okay. So, but wherever he went, Flash followed him. So he teleported to the past. Flash followed him. Teleported to the future. Flash followed him. Teleported to another planet. Flash followed him. Teleported to the end of the universe. The end of time. Flash followed him. You know, and he was like, give me the lollipop, other I'll beat your ass. Get a lollipop, and that's it. So he was like, after that, he actually stopped coming to the planet. You know, he like, I can't deal with that, because he knew Flash could beat his ass anytime he wanted to. So he was like, hold up, if Flash do all this crazy shit, then why he got dudes in Central City that got boomerangs and shit? Like, why are they so big of a threat? You're like, that says more about them than Flash. But you got to remember, Flash isn't like Batman, Superman. Like, Batman catch you, he gonna beat your ass. Superman catch you, gonna throw you in jail. But Flash will talk to you. He'll give you a second chance. That's why the Rogues get away with the shit they do, because Flash lets him get away with the shit they get away with. That's why. So you're like, that's bullshit. Matter of fact, yeah, y'all making the Flash way too powerful. He is. Matter of fact, the money I'm playing poker with y'all right now, I stole this from the Flash Museum. They're like, you did what? I'm like, oh shit, we better go to jail. Everybody try to get out of here before Flash get here. And they hit a knock on the door, and it is Flash. They're like, hey guys, I heard you robbed something from me. So that's it. So that's that story. That's done. Next story is pretty easy. It's actually about Impulse. Barry Allen's grandson, Bart Allen. And basically he wakes up and he looks in the mirror and he sees Max Mercury, his guardian, his mentor, whatever like that. You're like, how you get stuck in the mirror? And while he's trying to tell him, the mirror man's stuck in this mirror. We need you to find him. And before he even say it, Impulse flies out, finds Mirror Master, punch him in the face, knocks him out. You're like, and talk him into letting us loose. What the fuck did you just do? You're like, well, you didn't finish. Like, no, you didn't let me finish. You just ran out and just did the shit. So he was like, well, I'll tell you what, go find his gun, go to Steel, have him fix the gun. You know, you're like, nah, I got this. So he runs to the library, reads up how to fix machinery and shit like that, fix the gun himself, and he just like, and tries to shoot them with it, but it didn't have any ammo in it. So he basically finds out it means MPS means miles per second, runs up speed, has enough power to shoot him, get him out of there right before the mirror disappears. And that's it. You're like, well, let's go get breakfast. And he like, cool. And everyone's like, I didn't tell you where we're going to get breakfast from. You're like, that's our Bart. Waka waka. You know, that's the story. Other Flash shit, that's just some in and out stories real quick like that. They just little bitty one shots and shit like that. And I think one of the stories, like one of those night terror things or whatever.
Oh, so, yeah.
I think it leads in there, but I'm not going to get into all that. But yeah. Anyway, easy breezy. Get in, get out. If you don't know anything about Flash, it just gets you into Wally. And let you know about Wally. And that's it. So, yeah.
Cool.
So, cool.
Was it expensive?
It was $5. So comparatively, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Because the other one was like $8. They could have easily said Flash 800 for $8. They could have easily did that. They didn't go that route. So yeah.
And have like 10 different stories or some shit.
Yeah. Plus, it was just 4 stories. So it was like 44 pages. It wasn't even a whole lot to it, to be honest with you. So all right.
Well, on to the next. This is Yoda, number 8.
Yoda.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, we're talking about Star Wars again. Mm-hmm. Not Baby Yoda. This is Big Yoda.
Big Yoda. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is this is just the Yoda series, and I've been into this Yoda series. It's just, you know, the life.
Well,
and
I
times
looked up the
Yoda.
writer. The writer was Mark Guggenheim, and he was the guy that wrote the Flash TV show before it went to shit. So
the show you watched every episode of.
Exactly.
This book is just Yoda on Dagobah, remembering different times in his life. And this in this issue, he's remembering a time him and Anakin went on a mission together.
Okay.
During the Clone Wars to blow up a droid factory that are making these new mega droid prototypes. They're making it. Yeah, the Republic, the Separatists are making a new kind of droid that's supposed to, you know, whip everyone's ass. So Yoda and Anakin go take a squad of troopers down to this planet to blow up this factory. They get ambushed and they're fighting. Now, the whole time before this is Yoda and Anakin are kind of like at odds. Yoda is basically trying to tell Anakin, don't be too cocky, don't be too arrogant, don't be overconfident, don't underestimate the enemy, all this shit. But it's Anakin. He's a fucking douchebag. He's a cocky douchebag. And he's, Yoda, size matters not, all that shit, But they go, Anakin's again rushes into battle, takes his squad. The whole fucking squad gets ambushed and taken out. All the clones get fucking killed. So it's just Yoda and Anakin left. And they have to sneak in and use strategy to, to survive. So they end up making it into, they eventually make it into the droid factory, plant the bombs, blow the place up, and they're talking. Anakin's kind of like learning his lesson. Yeah, I guess I did underestimate the enemy, and I should think a little more, not be so impulsive. Because my actions just killed this whole, squad of troopers. And while they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's all good. But then last page, one of the mega droids seems to have not gotten blown up, and he rises up out of the fire like Terminator.
Oh shit! Okay,
and that's where it says to be continued.
So now they got a team up to fight this Sentinel.
So this is the new mega droid, that they were developing. That's supposed to be, ultra badass. So yeah, I thought this was a lot of fun. This book has still not lost me yet, so I give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, all right. Next book I'm going to do is a book I have to do my due diligence with. So yeah, it had to do it. Where is it? Yeah, I'm going to do STEELWORKS #1. I almost
got this, but I figured you were gonna.
Yeah, I have to get it. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, STEELWORKS #1. Now, like I said, anytime it's a black superhero. So I got to read the #1 issue, but anytime it's a black superhero, first things first, I got to find out who wrote it, because I'm always cautious about who writes a story of a black superhero. And the writer is
Chuck
Michael
Dixon.
Dorn.
Oh.
that would be fun. No, Louise Simonson, but yeah, Michael Dorn wrote this. For those who don't know. For those
Klingon. What's that dude's name?
Worf
from Star Trek.
Star Trek, Michael Dorn from Star Trek wrote this story. Yeah,
I did not know that.
But another fun fact: Michael Dorn is actually the first voice actor of Steel on the Superman animated TV show. That's why he wrote it. So yeah. So like I said,
I was not aware of that either.
Yeah, like I said, we're not going to get into it. Like I said, we respect Star Trek over here. We don't really review it too much when we talk about it too much. We're not this Geeks and Comics who will just like we went on Street Fighter. They will do that ×5 on Star Trek.
Well, you will do Street Fighter.
Okay, I will do that. Don't act like you Mr. 3 Buttons. You in it too.
You know how much I was swearing though? Fuck. No, how my blood pressure was raised from doing it.
It's all part of it. It's all part of it. So yes, that's going on. So yes, so Steel has his first book out in maybe like decades, I guess. I don't know. For those that read the Superwoman book, which I'm pretty sure nobody did besides me, he was in it just as much as Superwoman was. So technically it was a Steel book, just name something else, but let's get into it. What is the Steel book about? What is Worf telling us about Steel? So let's go. All right. So the book starts off, for those who've been keeping up with Steel.
Hey, the Flash movie's coming out.
Oh yeah, the Flash movie coming out. If you didn't know, so so for those that haven't been keeping up with Steel and what's been going on in his life recently after this whole reboot that everything's going on, he runs STEELWORKS now, which is the biggest building in Metropolis, even bigger than LexCorp, which Lex isn't too happy about that. Bigger than the Daily Planet, bigger than any building in there. And he's basically having this big rollout, and you got all the super people flying around, stuff like that. And he's basically they're throwing this big, party, and he's basically saying what his initiative is with STEELWORKS. And basically he gives a quick backstory of himself. Like I said, basically, if you want to know what Steel is, he's Iron Man, basically. But a little bit deeper than that. Like I said, he was an engineer. You know, he worked for a company called Amertech. But of course, Amertech was double dealer on the side, but they didn't sell the weapons overseas. They sold the weapons in the hood. So that's the thing. So his own neighborhood was using those weapons that he was making, which is one of the reasons why he became Steel and tried to clean up his own neighborhoods like that. Yeah. But when he found out they were selling weapons in the hood, he quit, you know, and basically and thought he destroyed prototypes, but he really didn't. That's when Doomsday attacked Metropolis when he was a construction worker who didn't get a job doing anything else. Superman saved him from getting killed by Doomsday. They became friends. But when Superman died, he decided to live up to Superman's legacy and become the Man of Steel, you know, that whole thing. And then his, not his daughter, his niece, there's Natasha, his niece in the comics. Basically, he, when she found out she was like super smart, he brought her on to learn Steel shit also. So, and that's the thing. So that's Steel, and that's the super family. And basically what STEELWORKS is, why it's such a big deal, because basically Superman wants to share Kryptonian technology with Metropolis, and he's using Steel as kind of like a liaison, you know, basically, because he don't trust Luthor, and he don't trust Batman either. But Steel, he'll fool with Steel. So, and that's Lana Lang. She's sitting here looking at it on TV, and she has a wedding ring. Like I said, if you haven't read the book, they're engaged, basically. Or married. I don't know. Maybe one or the other. So basically saying everything that's going on and everybody in Metropolis seeing what's going on, basically. Big Steel, you got this one guy getting drunk off his ass, sees John Henry on TV, throws a glass, breaks it on TV, like, fuck you, John, and then walks out and, you know, whatever. And basically, then, you know, she says, what do you think about the pitch? He's like, I don't know the pitch. I don't know how I feel about that. He was like, my main goal, what I plan to do with this whole STEELWORKS initiative is to quit being Steel. Like, wait, what? Yeah, I'm retiring as a superhero. I'm done as a superhero. Not only am I done as a superhero, I want the other superheroes to minimize what they do in Metropolis also. Like Superman, I don't want him flying around like he did before. Like he wants all the super people to like do something else. The reason he wants them to do that is because I want to show this panel. Give me the panel. This panel. Basically they're having like this. He's having this talk with Natasha about what he thinks about the super people. He like, I like the super people. I like Superman. I like the super family. However, we rely on them too much. They're a crutch to us. It's almost like when you're learning calculus and you bring a so when you're learning calculus and you bring like computer or a calculator school instead of like doing the calculation in your head, it limits you, it hinders you. And we rely on them too much that it's holding us back as a people. But now that we're using this technology, this Kryptonian technology, I can give it to the people of Metropolis and we don't have to depend on them so much. Because we depend on them too much, let's say they just up and leave. We won't know what to do. So we need to be better than that. So yeah. Anyway, cut to that guy that hates Steel. He gets stopped by this guy. Oh, and Lana Lang sees him. I don't care about Lana Lang. She's doing some shit. This guy gets stopped by the main bad guy of, I guess, this arc, Charles Walker III. And the reason he wants this guy is because this guy used to run Amertech. But like I said, when Steel left and stole our weapons and stuff like that and shut down the weapons program, Amertech went out of business. So when Amertech went out of business, he lost all his money and became, you know, broke. So he was like, you want to get revenge on Steel? I want to get revenge on Steel. So let's team up and let's do that. You know, but the guys are like, I don't want to do that shit. So the guy like, shame. So what he does, he bombards with some kind of chemical rays, gamma rays, I don't know, some shit. Turns supervillain. We don't exactly know what he did with them, but we'll find out, I guess, in some other issue. And he runs out of there. Meanwhile, Steel gets an alert that's the STEELWORKS is under attack. And he sends Natasha down there to find out what it is. And to be continued. So, yeah, that's a book. Oh, clumsy way to end a book. I mean, if you're going to end it on what that guy turned into. Like, don't end it like that. But, yeah. Did he turn into a monster? Did he turn to Doomsday Point 2? Is he just butt naked running in there and they're just shooting at him? I don't know.
Kryptonian fat powers.
Yeah, he just ran in there. So I'm like, cool. So it's cool. I'm a little bit more critical of it because, like I said, I don't know how I feel like when the Hollywood people come over to comic book. Like I said, most of them look down on this shit anyway, and they just like write this shit on the way to, you know, DC Comics or Marvel Comics. So I kind of look at it, and I did see some writing inconsistency. That broke guy. One scene it said his wife was killed. Next scene it said his wife died of disease. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing inconsistencies right here. What the fuck's going on? So It's cool. Publicity stunt. Give Worf something to do. That's cool. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think I'm sold on it. But yeah. Overall,
it is like when you see like writers who aren't, you know, making that transition into comics, that it is. We saw that with Coates. You know, I saw that with, like, you know, Stephen Graham Jones, who writes all these cool horror books, but then, you know, he tries to cram something, that Earth Divers.
But the difference is because, okay, Graham and Coates are actual writers. They may not be comic writers, but actual writers. So even though they may not understand the medium, they're still bringing in interesting ideas. Like Coates brought some ideas, like, I never thought about it like that. But Worf, I'm sorry, can't remember the guy's name. He's not really bringing anything interesting. This is shit Lex Luthor does. This is what Lex Luthor been saying like for the last 80 years. It's just still saying it now. So he's not really saying anything differently than what we've been hearing before. So it's just the same old whatever. Like I said,
so it's like Taboo.
Pretty much, yeah. Like Taboo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he write his own rhyme, stuff like that. But, you know, you're not doing anything we haven't seen before. You're not giving us anything different. You're not giving us no pondering ideas. And even though he may think he's giving us some pondering ideas, like, you're not really. We've heard this shit before. Lex Luthor says this in every single book. We don't need superheroes. People need to do their own thing. We rely on Superman too much. We've been there. It's just Steel doing it now. And Steel's a fucking superhero, so didn't it make any sense for him to retire in the first book? So,
maybe he's trying to do the pass Steel down, reinvigorate Steel to a new generation. Because, like you said, he hasn't been in a book in forever.
That's true. He'll show up in this book and that book as a part-time guy like that, but never do anything. So,
and maybe they'll try to do a Naomi show. Now, Naomi.
The more you talk about it, Eli, the lower my score is going on the STEELWORKS. I'm gonna slap a score on. You can talk about Naomi, 2.5 out of 5. Talk about Naomi before my score goes lower. What you got about Naomi?
I'm just saying, did anybody give a shit about Naomi besides comic fans who are like
comic fans don't give a shit about Naomi?
Yeah, like old ass adults, you know, like
yeah. Here's the thing about Naomi. We know why Naomi was made. Brian Michael Bendis was there at DC. Is he even still in DC? Where the fuck is he?
I don't even know. No, I don't think so. What's he writing lately? At DC?
He just disappeared. He didn't leave. He didn't leave light on. He just like.
I know he's got like a couple of indie books out there somewhere, but I don't think.
Well, he had indie books when he was with DC. Like he was doing both at the same time. So
I don't know if he's writing anything at DC, and nothing I'm reading at DC. He's writing
right, but the thing was
League of Superheroes or whatever. He was doing that.
Look, they DC brought Bendis over there to make him a black superhero. That's all. Give us a black superhero. You made Miles Morales. You made Riri Williams. Give us a black superhero. He cranked out Naomi on the way over to DC. CW is like, give us a black superhero. We need a black superhero. I only got 6 issues. I don't care. Give it to us. Boom. Put the shit out there. Fucking suck. Now. Did it suck because Naomi only had 6 issues? That may be the reason. But also, it just fucking sucked. It was a terrible TV show.
But what's her face was producing that?
Don't say a name. Do not say a name. If you say a name, they will come after us.
Okay.
It's an inside joke. We fuck a name up every time, and every time we fuck a name up, I get a DM like you fucked the name up. But we know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but that was supposed to be like this big thing, and
yeah, she did that. She did DMZ, all these shows, all of them flop. You know, New God, she was supposed to do that. You know,
yeah.
So, but yeah, so nobody cared about Naomi.
Like they're trying to create like these comic heroes for like like for kids, but our kids really getting into this shit. Like, look at us.
Right. If this shit is for us, that's the thing.
Yeah,
right?
like it's like our kids into this. Like I was like, as far as I know, no, they're reading manga and anime and shit.
Right, because it's a different field, right? And the kids under them aren't even reading that shit. You know, they're on TikTok or whatever the fuck. You know?
Roblox. I don't even know if that's still a thing. That's how old I am. Is Roblox?
Right. I think it is. You know,
I see the toys at Target. I think.
I figured it's still a thing. Is that popular? But yeah, but as far as like this shit, that like Naomi, you can't sell Naomi to you. But I mean, but the thing is, it feels like Naomi as a whole, different situation, we're getting sidetracked. But I feel like Naomi was just a mistake from beginning to end because it was like you're pushing a character and you definitely just, but let's just get a black hero. Do we have a story behind it? What are her powers? What is her origin? They did none of that stuff was fleshed out. Bendis didn't even flesh it out. Bendis was like, I'm gonna just give you a character and I'm gonna be as vague as possible about powers, vague as possible origin. Y'all figure it out. I'm out. Peace.
Jake,
fuck
her.
Don't say
we're
it.
not,
Don't
we're
say
not
it.
say her name,
She
but
who
her.
will not be named. That is her name.
Yes, Jake, you are correct.
You are correct. Yes, we can type it, but we can't say it. She who will not be named.
But I'm just saying, like, that's what this feels like. This is like he's trying to bring back a character for a new generation. They want a new Miles, like, because that's what Miles.
Yes,
wants.
they want a new Miles. That's what they wanted.
You know, but Miles is fucking Spider-Man.
Right.
You know?
And the thing with Naomi, she was another overpowered character. I'm not going to say Mary Sue. I'm not going to put that out there. But she was another overpowered character. Superman and Batman loved her. She was on the fucking Justice League for some reason. Why the fuck? They won't even let the Teen Titans on Justice League. Why the fuck is she on the Justice League? It was like, Bendis, what the fuck you doing? I don't know where he's at now. I'm pretty sure Bendis write good shit like that, but that was a bad idea. Name was a bad idea. She'll pop back up during Black History Month. Don't worry, we'll see her again.
Because it wasn't like David F. Walker and
yeah, he like half created Naomi like that. So no, I remember when I reviewed Naomi, I told you if Naomi was good, I'm giving David F. Walker credit. If it sucks, I'm blaming Bendis. That's what it was.
Well, David F. Walker also he's got Bitterroot, so now they're turning that into a movie and shit. So yeah. Quit trying to like rehash old superheroes. Do something new, like Bitterroot, man.
I mean, well, no, but Naomi was new. It just sucked. That's all. So if you're gonna do something new, do something good. Yeah. Don't just say black hero and things gonna sell. That doesn't work. That doesn't get us. We just don't flock to anything black just cause. You know? So I don't know. We got way off. What's the next book? Who was up? Me, you?
I got Street Fighter or Ninja Turtles.
Oh shit! Now you got me triggered, man.
I got the crossover Street Fighter or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter.
All right, this
Number
epic
one.
Storyline that Street Fighter has. Let's talk about it.
So IDW, they've been putting out Ninja Turtle crossovers for everybody. Godzilla
I didn't mean to bury the lead. I read this.
Did you?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Look at you.
But I'm gonna let you do your thing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, we should have done a panel by panel like you did.
No. We're good. We're good. Yeah.
Because I gotta say that first page was awesome.
The first page, the splash page, yeah, it is. Yeah, but after that, it's like
Guile getting his fucking jaw punched by Raphael.
Yeah, going back and forth. Yeah, but
so IDW, they've been putting out these crossover books. They had Godzilla versus Power Rangers. They had Ninja Turtles versus Batman. Awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah.
The Ninja Turtle, the movie, the cartoon, the Ninja Turtle Batman cartoon is fucking dope. They had like He-Man and Power Rangers or something. You know, Transformers and Ghostbusters, Transformers and Terminator. They do these crossover books every now and then. And so they got the Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter. So basically what's going on is the Ninja Turtles have basically entered this fighting tournament to like keep their skills up. You know, the Street Fighter tournament. And M. Bison.
I think they're in Atlantic City also.
Yeah, they're in Atlantic City. They're fighting the characters from Street Fighter. It starts out with Raphael versus Guile. They're beating the shit out of each other. Raphael punches Guile in the throat and gets disqualified.
He doesn't punch him in the throat. But the ref is under Bison's payroll.
So
he told him, let's make up some bullshit to throw the fight. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think the club they're in, Bison runs the club, but they don't know that.
Yeah, Bison and Baxter Stockman are like watching the tournament in like you know in the
picking the best fighters and
and Bison's up to something. He wants to like I think probably harness the powers and
psycho power, yeah,
psycho power, yeah.
That's the thing, yeah.
The lore, you know.
Okay,
the lore.
let me break down psycho power. Yes, I know the Street Fighter lore. I hate even saying it, but it's a thing. Okay, because just like Ken and Ryu, like they naturally do like chai, energy, ki, whatever that bullshit is that they'll yeah, that shit like that. Okay, so Bison has manufactured a way to manufacture chi, tai, the force, spirit, whatever the fuck you want to, psycho power. That's his way of mimicking that manufacturing. So he can just give it to his soldiers or anybody he wants to in that sense. So if he can find a strong enough soldier that's like angry and emotional shit like that, he puts psycho power in them, and boom, he did it to Ken in one of those movies or some shit like the anime movie. So yeah. And Ken Ryu had to fight. That's where you get violent Ken from and shit like that in the lore. But yeah, that's what it is. That's why he's trying to give Raphael the psycho power.
Yeah, because Raphael is the angry turtle.
Right. So he needs that negative energy to harness, you know, whatever.
And Baxter Stockman's like, no, do not use the turtles for this.
You're right.
You know, so that's kind of what it is. I mean, we see a fight between Chun-Li and Michelangelo.
Yeah. And Michelangelo was dodging the whole time until Chun-Li wrapped her thighs around him to choke him out.
Yeah.
Which I almost think I'm pretty sure he let that happen.
Yeah. It's a triangle choke. It's a jiu-jitsu move, but it's Chun-Li, yeah. It's
Chun-Li. I mean, she wrapped your thighs around. He's just like
doing her signature kicks and stuff.
Because he dodged every move except that move, except the thigh move.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was just stupid fun. I didn't mind. It sounds like you didn't like it too much.
It was. I don't really care for Street Fighter's story. That's all. Anytime they even try to do a story with Street Fighter, it's laughable to me. You know. So when they even try to like make any kind of lure out of it, like, no, just so.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah, I didn't mind this too much. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I mean, I like the art. I thought it was pretty stupid, just stupid fun. I don't know if I'm going to pick up the next issue, but you know, I thought it was funny watching. Raphael punched the shit out of Guile. Like the first panel, I laughed.
Casey vibes.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fast paced. You know, as far as like just a comic book goes, this was pretty fast.
Oh, there's another side story about fighters coming up missing and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. There's fighters that are missing and that are entering this tournament. So he's obviously M. Bison is obviously doing shit. You know, up to something.
Yeah, he probably stealing the fighters, seeing who can do psycho shit and psycho powers.
Yeah, like that. And that's what they allude to.
And Bison does body swap also, so he may even be trying to put his mind in Raphael because he does shit like that.
I did not know that.
That's the thing, and then like he has all these dolls and robots, shit like that. Like in case he dies, because he's been cloned. He's cloned himself before, also, just like Shredder has also. So in case he dies, he might put his body. That's why he was actually going to put his body in Cammy, the chick. Yeah, okay. She was like his head assassin in the storyline. Okay, so that part of the storyline, actually, straight for the ass was kind of pretty cool. Yeah, but yeah,
look at you getting into this story now.
Yeah, that was like his head assassin, and he was gonna like put his body in Cammy. Put his head in Cammy's body, some shit. I don't know. Some shit. I don't know.
Well, but that might happen. Now
that may happen. He may put his mind in Raphael. I
just might get the second issue just to see that.
Yeah, and then all the other turtles got to fight Raphael, and he does the psycho shit, go back and forth, and all stuff like that.
Because then it would be Raphael doing M. Bison shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. Yeah,
that would be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh, here's some shit that I do know.
Okay, stop writing a better story than what they're doing here.
But here's some shit that I do know about Street Fighter lore. It's just a little tidbit that M. Bison was inspired by the bad guy in Ricky O. I don't know if you know who Ricky O is.
I don't know who Ricky O is, but I do know M. Bison was an inspiration of something. But I've seen so many. Oh, he's inspired for this. He's inspired for that. He's inspired for that. He's inspired for this thing. So it's kind of hard for me to narrow it down. But okay, Ricky O. I go with.
Well, he's supposed to be like a Han from fucking Enter the Dragon, where he's got this criminal organization. He holds these tournaments to pick his, members of this criminal organization. So it's kind of like it's kind of like the Enter the Dragon type of thing.
Oh yeah, every fighting game is just the plot of Enter the Dragon. Mortal Kombat is the plot of Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
So.
But Ricky O, it started out as a manga. I don't know if they ever made an anime, but the movie is a crazy one of the crazy Hong Kong flick, fucking gory as hell, where a guy goes to prison and he just fights, you know, dudes in prison. He rips out guts. The Daily Show on Comedy Central, they had a clip of the guy smashing the guy's head.
Okay.
It was like
is that the movie where the guy like punches a wall and like frees all the prisoners and shit?
Yeah.
You're free now.
He
and
rips out motherfuckers' guts. He smashes heads and shit. It's this crazy, a super strong fighter who just punches through people and, you know, rips out guts and says crazy gory, like over the top splatter gore. It's like horror movie splatter level of gore. But he's like a fighter. It's like a prison. He's in prison, you know, fucking these guys up. Anyway, the warden or the general who ran that prison, I guess he was the inspiration for M. Bison.
Okay.
That's all I know.
No, I agree. Cause like I said, I know it came from somewhere. I just didn't know where it came from, but I'm gonna look that up. So yeah.
Yeah. Ricky O. Check it out. If you can find the movie, I'm sure if you just went to YouTube and searched Ricky O, story of Ricky, you'll find clips and some crazy ass shit. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But as for this, I had fun with it. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. You know, that's what these crossovers are for. You know, they're just kind of dumb fun. And this was just dumb fun. I kind of left my brain at the door. Like I said, opening that first page, seeing Guile getting punched in the jaw by a big old Ninja Turtle fist. I laughed my ass off right away. You know?
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they'll throw some extra stuff in the story. At the time, I just feel like they're just smashing toys together. I don't know. Maybe
pretty much.
So, all right. So next book. Well, last book. Is this last book? I think last book. Yeah, last book I'm going to do. Last book I'm going to do is Where are you? Adventures of Superman, John Kent, #4. That whole
this came out.
Yep.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Comixology, man. I didn't see that pop up on my list at all.
Yeah, it's hard to find sometimes, but yeah, it was there. Like I said,
a top selling book is hard to find. Like, what the fuck is that?
Well, you know, sometimes they give you like next week, not even the week of this week, like next week, that you can't even buy. You know,
well, damn it! Now it's gonna get spoiled.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna spoil the fuck out of this. Yeah. Like I said, he's still in the Injustice universe. He's still over there. That's pretty much what this book is. They made it sound like he was gonna go multiverse hopping all over the place. Nah, he's just in Injustice. That's all. It's just that. So, and I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly cool with that. So yeah, and it makes it seem like the Super Sons reunited, like John teaming up with Injustice Damian Wayne. Let's see how it goes. So, like I said, the book left off last time that John finally realized, oh, did you know Flash movie's coming out soon? Oh yeah, so we see the Injustice, and basically Superman's about to go to the moon because some crazy shit happened on the moon. And he said, yeah, Sinestro said we gotta do some shit. And John said, like, wait, you're friends with Sinestro on this planet? They're like, yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, we go back. Yeah. So he's like, okay, yeah, something's really fucked up if he's cool with Sinestro. So they go into space and they go do some crazy shit, but now he's on the planet by himself. He's like, okay, so I need to find out what the hell is going on the planet. I need to do some more digging, more research, you know. So I need to follow Lex Luthor and see what he's up to. So he follows Luthor to Batman's Batcave, you know, that place where he fights and shit like that. And and he got Lex Luthor is taking Ultraman's body, his corpse. And he's like, this is the way we can finally kill Superman. Because Ultraman has something on him that he can use to kill him. Because Ultraman going from multiverse to multiverse, killing Superman. And Lex Luthor has the thing that can kill him. And John just like, I knew it. I knew you were trying to do something to kill my dad. And Batman's just like, what the hell? What's this guy doing here? And Harley's just like, oh, wait, you found a cuter Superman? You know, and she like, don't let him leave. And John's like, don't let me leave. What makes you think you guys can stop me? And then they all jump him and beat his ass. Batman is specifically beat his ass, start punching him in the face and shit like that. They're like, how the hell are you guys so strong? Because he doesn't know that they take like Miraclo drugs on this planet to get as strong as Kryptonians, you know. And Batman's like, hold them down. And he like start punching him in the face and shit like that, you know. And then that's when he started turning to his electric boogaloo powers that came from Lazarus planet. And then he starts just beating the shit out of everybody there, you know, just shocking them and shit, throwing them around. And he see, Babs, wait. And she's like, Babs, wait, you know me? They're like, yeah, I know you. I know you're my planet. You helped mentor me, you and Dick Grayson. And she like, Dick Grayson, because Dick Grayson is dead on this universe. Damian killed him by accident, but he still killed him, you know. So he was like, I don't want to hurt any of you, not even Batman, you know, but I'm gonna help if I can. And then he sees Alfred, and he almost, you know, gets choked up in emotions like that because, like I said, he ain't seen Alfred in like forever, you know. So Alfred feeds him tea and stuff like that. He was like, just the fact that Alfred is here and Batgirl is here, I trust y'all. I don't trust Batman or Lex Luthor, but I trust you, you know. And yeah, and that's when Batman is just looking at him. He's like, look, whatever issues you got with your Batman on your planet, this got nothing to do with me, you know. And you're like, well, you did just punch him in the face. That beautiful face, you know. They're like, I know about Dick Grayson. And you're like, did you push Damian away when he needed you? Or were you just being Batman again? And they're just going to stare each other down and shit. So it seems like John has issues with Batman on the other planet too. You know, he's like, well, Superman was right about one thing, you know. Anyway, I got to find out what the hell's going on. Even though I trust you because you got Alfred and Batgirl, it's one more thing I got to do before I really trust you. And Harley Quinn is waving at him like, bye, you know. So this when he goes back, meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, and somebody's sneaking up on him, and it is Damian. He's like, yeah, well, I don't know where you went, but I don't need to find out where the hell you went to. And he's just like, look, back on my planet, look, I know how close Dick Grayson with you, even though you accidentally killed him. I know you didn't mean to. I know how much mess you up because he was like a brother to you. He was like, look, you don't know the first thing about me. He was like, I know everything about you. I know Alfred don't like it. You don't like when Alfred cuts your hair. I know what kind of food you eat. I know you're vegan. I know all this shit about you. We're best friends back then. And Damian like slips a little bat signal, you know, tracker on him. And he was like, I don't care what you did back then. We are not friends here. And if I find out you did some fucked up shit, I'm gonna scoop your heart out with a kryptonite spoon, bestie. You know, and then John just flies off, and that's it. You know, so he like, there's one other place I can go. Is one person I know I can trust on any universe, and he goes to Gamora, the country of Gamora, not, you know, and he goes to Jay, his boyfriend on the other universe. He was like, Jay, he was like, wait, do I know you? You're like, you don't know me, but we know each other in the other universe, and I need you to just tell me what happened in this universe, like what the crazy thing. He basically tell him what happened. Superman is basically created some dystopian future, totalitarian future. He killed Green Lantern. He killed Black Canary. He killed Shazam. Anybody that says some crazy shit to him, he's killed them, and he's basically has an iron grip on this planet. And Batman is the only thing that can stop him right now. And then Jay asks him like, okay, but why at anybody on this planet you're trusting me? I don't know you. He was like, well, I don't know how to tell you this. He was like, we go together on your planet, don't you? You're like, yeah. He was like, hell yeah. Way to go, me on the other universe. You know, I guess it's kind of like if Beyonce would just knock on my door right now, like, from another alternate universe, you like, you know, whatever. And she's just like, you know, so basically was like,
can I borrow some tea?
Right. You know, oh, what's that knock movie or whatever? Yeah. So right before John leaves, you know, Jay from the other universe, he's like, what, don't you want a goodbye kiss before you leave? And he was just like, if I did that, I feel like I'd be cheating. Like, well, I had to try. But it's nice to know that I have a non-cheating boyfriend on the planet, you know. And John flies off, you know. And that's when Jay get ready to walk off and hears a tap on the door. He was like, I know you're back. And that's when Damian jumps through the window. He's like, what the fuck did y'all talk about? You know, tell me right now before I fuck you up, you know. To be continued. So yeah, because you know Damian had tracked them all the way to that other country. So that's going on. Like I said, Tom Taylor's still doing Tom Taylor stuff. He's basically using this book as a way to wrap up his Injustice story, which I have no problem with. If he wants to do that,
I was about to say he's just leading up to Injustice.
Yeah, I mean that's all it is. Just been an Injustice book. So yeah. And I think the next book is the last issue of this run. So I don't know how it's going to wrap up, but it's got to do something. So, yeah, overall, give it a strong 4 out of 5. Like I said, good, strong story. We're going to see where it goes from next issue from there. So, yeah, what else you got from there?
No, I'm booked out. I'm done. I would have read this if I knew it was out. I mean, shit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil it for you, but yeah. For a show we had nothing to talk about. We had a whole bunch to talk about.
That's how it
not
usually
not
goes.
an epic one like last one, but we got in there. So, yeah, like I said, if you listen this long, definitely like, share, subscribe. If you listen more than 30 seconds, we appreciate you because you have boosted the algorithm. That's what the algorithm is looking for. 30 seconds. That's what we're looking for. So. Anything longer than that, we appreciate that also. Like I said, we go listen to This Geeks and Comics. They go in a lot more detail in comics and other stuff also. Basically, they're like the two-faced coin of us. Whatever we don't talk about, they talk about in depth. What they don't talk about, we talk about in depth.
They'll talk about Star Trek.
They'll go way in deep in Star Trek. Matter of fact, they'll probably review Steelworks just because Worf wrote it. And talk more about Worf than to talk about Steelworks.
Yeah, we are not Trekkies over here.
We're not Trek. Well, Trekkers. That it's the correct term. Yeah,
see,
that's the politically correct new 2023 woke term.
I did not even know that. So.
Yeah, Trekkies is the meaning from what I heard. I don't know. Maybe I may just made this shit up. I don't know. You won't even know.
Yeah.
We'll see, Jake. We'll see. We'll go from there. Oh. Like I said, all I know is that I'm playing some more Street Fighter. That's all. And I'm gonna have some combos for you throughout the week. You know, that's pretty much it.
Buttons. No.
3 buttons. And that guy that just said he would kick our ass will probably jump on my stream and kick my ass. Probably will. But that's how it goes.
With one button.
With one button. With his tongue. With his dick. It's just
yeah. While watching Pornhub at the same time.
Right.
Beat Leroy's ass while watching stepmom porn.
Right. Fuck, what can I beat this guy? You know. Yeah, that's all I got. Like I said, join us next week and we'll talk about something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe Flash, maybe some other shit. I don't know. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same bullet channel.
Imagine this. No gun, no knife. It's a one-on-one, so we got to fight. Make a ring. Set the body.
If I ain't on your top 5 list, why do you have one? Everybody brave until the minute they can't jump. I've been fighting demons to turn my cuts into anthems. Moving forward special to damage you when I'm canceled. No cap, hold that, I don't gotta hold back. Everybody on blast, all gassed up on a screen flash. On a meat trap, on a swing that'll seem fast. Trying to make a second impact, I got my dreams cast. Real talk, my meter been looking empty, I don't feel strong. Been stuck inside of the shadows of my real flaws. Been trying to battle the giants until I finally fight them and rock them onto the asphalt. Back to take the name I went and gave me. I get hyped the more y'all like to hate me. People talk, my quarters up, I'm waiting. Stay free, take it to the same street. I mean, one more time. Go ahead and run it, we can do this live. Been trying to make it all on my own. This live.
Right here, rhythm downright fierce. Since 92 in laundromats, been putting down my peers. No fear, I done been where you trying to go. Did the impossible, and still got a lot to go. I'm ready to scratch like Ken trying to get his family back. I see my rise, stay on my hip like a fanny pack. Damage tracks, get you by surprise. And a plan attack, camera snap, whole energy shifted. Now they ran his back, left the fighting behind. And got right in the mind, something possessed me, addressed me as God's sight for divine. Cut the light to them fine, like giving sight to the blind. For the turbulent wind blowing, I'm right in the rhyme. Grab the gloves once more, once I got that call. Heard it's more dangerous than before. But of course, you right as rain, the fist of the tiger crane. Leave you with bruised ribs and spinal pain. Ain't nothing